Okay, Tom, there's been a lot of controversy about the lyrics of Hotel California. Now I know you can play that song and you like this song very much. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, now that's a question I really like. Thank you, Martin. Hotel California, an album that came out in 1976 by the Eagles, as you probably all know. The guitarist, the electric guitarist extraordinaire Joe Walsh had just joined the group, and he brought with it a whole dynamic of electric rock that hitherto didn't exist. And the Eagles went basically from a country western pop crossover sound to country rock. So Hotel California, that was the great song on that album and went down as one of the greatest selling songs in the history of rock music, has given rise to endless debates as to what the lyrics really mean. They're very enigmatic and very cryptic, that's for certain. When you listen to them, most people say it's something about Southern Californian lifestyle, it's something about hedonism, but they're not quite sure. So when the Eagles are interviewed themselves, what story do they tell? Because let's start with that. They say it's about the jaded, blasé, hedonistic lifestyle that characterizes Southern California. And indeed, when you listen to the song, there are lyrics about mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, Mercedes-Benz, and it sounds a little bit like the epitome of that type of lifestyle. However, there are other interpretations, perhaps a little bit more penetrative and perhaps a little bit more titillating and even darker. One of the interesting ones is that the whole song is a metaphor for a drug trip. And the Hotel California, THC, spells out, of course, the principal components in grass, which, needless to say, was extremely popular during that period in Southern California. So if you look at the beginning of the song, on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Colitas actually can be a code word for grass. Then a woman appears out of nowhere. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this can be hell. So it could be a whole initiation into drugs. But as interesting as that is, I'm going to develop a little bit in more detail the third and slightly more somber interpretation. Rumor has it that the Eagles, at the height of their success, had been lured into the Church of Satan under the auspices of the great satanic priest Anton LaVey of sinister repute. And that they wrote this song in a masked way. They daren't speak about Satanism openly, but they masked the lyric inside the song. Now, if you open the album at the time where they still had albums, you'll see the inside of a hotel lobby, and in the back window, you see a man dressed in robes, black robes with a shaved head. And lo and behold, if you zoom in on it, that figure is Anton LaVey. Now, the Church of Satan was established in 1969 in California, and basically its tenets are hedonism, living to the hilt, a disregard of traditional morality, and indulging fully in the senses, and particularly the sensual senses. So let's run through the song a little bit. So here's this man who's on a dark desert highway. My head was dizzy, my sight grew dim, I felt I had to stop for the night. So he's feeling a little bit dizzy and strange. All of a sudden a woman appears. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking unto myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. First indication of something sinister. And then she lit up the candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, and I heard them say, "Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face." The face of Anton LaVey overlooking the congregation inside the hotel. So here all of a sudden we start to sense that maybe there's something more than meets the eye in these lyrics. Then it continues. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, and we are all prisoners here of our own device. Hedonism, bordellos, champagne, and they're prisoners of their own device. Why are they prisoners? One of the tenets of the Church of Satan is that once you enter in and sell your soul to Satan, you are prisoner for all eternity. Because even if you try to redeem yourself, your soul belongs to Satan. So it continues. She talks about how they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer's sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. They're in a trip where they're trying to forget something. What are they trying to forget? Now we come to the lyrics that perhaps are indisputable in the eyes of some in relating to Satanism. I asked the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. A play on words. The Spirit of Christ has not been in this church since 1969, when a satanic and black mass was told and they expelled the Holy Spirit from the church. So, you see, even I'm starting to feel the sinister vibes of Satanism rising up within me. And then it goes on. They gather in the master's chamber. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. The beast, of course, from Revelation, is the Antichrist on earth. Anton LaVey many times claimed to be the incarnation of Satan and the beast on earth. So stabbing with steely knives, but not managing to kill us, reminds us of what? Of the ritual of exorcism. And what they're saying basically is all the power in the world and all the magic or all the mystical things you can bring to bear will not kill the spirit of the evil one. Because Satan, according to Satanists, is going to overcome Christ in the final apocalyptic conflict. And towards the end of the song, I can't go into all the lyrics, relax, said the night man, we're programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Anton LaVey says that he programmed his disciples to be completely obedient to him. Now, for those of you who are not American, to check out is also a colloquial way of saying commit suicide. So even if you commit suicide and check out definitively, you can never leave because your soul belongs to Satan.